Looking back to sports headlines and headline makers in High Desert and Mojave River Valley history,
the Victor Valley College Rams scored 3 second-quarter touchdowns and turned it over to the defense to register their second straight win, a 19-7 triumph over Antelope Valley College.
High Desert Yardbirds roar through the postseason like a team possessed, winning 6 of 8 playoff contests, capped by a 5-2 Pecos League Championship triumph in distant New Mexico. The 2018 Oak Hills Bulldogs battled Burroughs in a key Mojave River League encounter. Oak Hills continues on its course of reclaiming the Mojave River League title, bouncing Burroughs from the dog pound with a resounding 57-10 victory, the Bulldogs' second straight blowout of a MRL counterpart. Mikey Delgado runs a kickoff back 92 yards for the first Oak Hills touchdown of the second quarter. The Bulldogs lead 37-0 at the end of the first period. Coach Robert Kistner's Bulldogs take a bite out of the Burroughs' backside early, blocking the punt after forcing the visitors 3 and out on their opening possession. Frankie Macias blocks the punt, and Jamal Jones recovers at the 1. Josh Stewart breaks the ice on a very chilly Thursday night, faking to Martinique Finn and getting outside and in untouched. 7-0 Oak Hills, a minute 15 in. Mikey Delgado scores his second touchdown of the night, reeling in the sidearm sling from Josh Stewart on a 20-yard scoring play, Mikey Delgado's 4th TD reception in the last 3 games. It takes Oak Hills all of 3 seconds to score again. Frankie Macias deflects the pass, picks it off, and races into the end zone from 30 yards out, and it is 21-0, 4.5 minutes into the contest. Senior running back Isaiah Gray carries the load on the way to the Bulldogs' next touchdown. The Bulldogs have a pair of senior running backs averaging over 100 yards rushing per game. Isaiah Gray scoring here from 4 yards out. We get a close look at 6'7", 330-pound tackle Jason Rodriguez, who leads O-linemen in the Bulldogs averaging over 200 rushing yards per game. Jason Rodriguez is a USC Trojans commit. Martinique Finn averages over 100 yards rushing a game. He will score on a 16-yard run this night. Martinique Finn is a returning All-MRL running back. Oak Hills gets 14 points from their defense in the first half, a safety, then a second touchdown on a pass interception. Jamal Jones jumps the route and glides in from 35 yards out. The 57-10 final is Burroughs' 8th consecutive defeat, and step 1 in the Bulldogs avenging their 2 MRL losses of last year.
The Victor Valley College Rams scored 3 second-quarter touchdowns and turned it over to the defense to register their second straight win, a 19-7 triumph over Antelope Valley College. The Rams get touchdown passes from Paul Morose to Terrence Chambers and a 2-yard touchdown collaboration between Morose and Tyrone Pruitt to go out in front 13-0. The third and final Rams scoring play comes on Javion Taylor's plunge from 2 yards out, just before halftime. 29 seconds show on the second quarter clock. The try for a 2-point conversion ends without success on an incomplete pass. The Victor Valley College formula for success this day is not found as much with the offense, however, as with the Rams' defense. Leading 19-7 at halftime, the Rams' offense sputters in its first series of the third quarter. Antelope Valley's offense did not. The visiting Marauders moved deep into Rams territory. Quarterback D.J. Gordon, the long completion to Derek Denton. First down at the 16, Gordon finds it tougher going on the ground. Defensive back Charles Taylor shaken up but bounces up. The Rams swarm to the ball, throwing the Marauder ball carrier for a loss. But penalties against VVC benefit the Marauders' advance. It is 1st and goal, Antelope Valley on the Rams 4. No gain. 27 is D. Bowler. 92 is 320-pound Victor Magana. An incomplete pass on 2nd down brings up 3rd and goal at the 4. 240-pound freshman Carl Alexander is number 99. Antelope Valley goes for the sure points, a chip shot of a field goal, but the Rams make sure the bobbled snap is not made operational. Jabari Thomas, airborne number 8. It's a wild scramble for the fumble, and once all the scrum-like action clears, the Rams defense has derailed the 1st and goal of the 4 threat, hijacked momentum from the Marauders, and turned the ball back over to the offense. 2 minutes and 45 seconds into the second half, the most decisive series of plays has just transpired. The score remains 19-7. 27 minutes and 15 seconds playing time later, that's still the score at game's end.
You and the defense think there was a turning point in this game?
Yes, sir. I think the turning point was in the 3rd quarter when the offense came out a little sluggish, but they had a 1st and goal, and we just told the defense to just dig in, and we got the stop.
Every time it happened, did it just fuel more enthusiasm? Because 2 more 4th quarter goal line stands, something like 11 stops in the red zone.
Yes, sir. It was huge for us because it gave us a lot of confidence, and we knew that when we get down the red zone, there's no break. We bend, but we don't break.
Great start, 2-0. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
The High Desert Yardbirds roar through the postseason like a team possessed, winning 6 of 8 playoff contests, capped by a 5-2 Pecos League Championship triumph in distant New Mexico. The end result caps a season that began with highest expectations. Anthony Hawken aboard with a 2-out walk. High Desert's first home field base hit in franchise history off the bat of Callan Marufo. The Yardbirds, a team comprised of talent at the outset equal to all comers. But by 1 month into the season, 1 week into their inaugural homestand, management knew the team needed to be revamped if it is to compete with Tucson and Bakersfield for the Pacific Division title. The 2 leading Yardbirds hitters out of the gate are fallen by injuries. Anthony Hawkins goes down 1 week into the campaign. First baseman Callan Marufo follows on the DL. I shall leave it to your imagination how the Yardbirds would have prospered had Anthony Hawkins and Callan Marufo been healthy all year, or even after the All-Star break forward. In addition to replenishing the offensive firepower, defense at the corners needed upgrades, and 1/2 of the pitcher-catcher battery is about to be recharged. A trio of youngsters from LaGrange College in Georgia are brought in, middle infielder Blaine Swift and third baseman Blake Butcher. Their impact immediate. Undistinguished in early play upon arrival, a pitcher who would emerge an equally integral piece of the championship puzzle, 21-year-old relief pitcher Jonathan Fleckenstein. 2 of the 5 starting pitchers go down with what proved to be season-ending injuries. All it takes is for one seemingly small part of a fast-moving express to quit performing, and the wheels are in jeopardy of falling off. The challenges mount for the engineer, in this case newly elevated manager Chance Sharp, 2 years younger than his recently acquired catcher Yuta Okazaki, and 3 other players on the Yardbirds roster. The leadership and allegiance of veteran players Shane Brown, Josiah Ward, Patrick Jones become epic in proportion. The pieces seem to begin to fall in place. High Desert wins 7 of its last 9 regular season games. Postseason pitching becomes phenomenal. Starters Cody Colt, Greg Turner, and Jordan Norton rising above. Offensive heroes and postseason victories change daily, with leadoff hitter Dominic Zayer, leading hitter Shane Brown, relative newcomer Ronnie Grant, and red-bearded Blake Butcher emerging the most consistent. Zach Williams throws the last pitch of the championship season, striking out the side to ice the triumph on a hot and humid New Mexico evening. And suddenly it's over. High Desert Yardbirds' inaugural season. Pecos League champions, and true champions they are, one and all. The legacy of Yardbirds baseball could not have gotten off to a better beginning. Valew Quality Truck Bodies presents these high-performance flashbacks to this date in high desert, Mojave River Valley sports history. Valew Quality Truck Bodies, supporting teams, schools, and athletes throughout the Victor Valley.